Hello ladies, hope you're having a nice evening. I'm here with Lily May. Sorry about the beginning of the video, you'll see me hand in the way again. I just thought I'd do a quick tag, and it was on my Butterfly Cuties channel, and I just thought I think the tag questions are quite sort of good, how to get to know people. So I thought I'll go ahead and do the first one while Lily May's trying to... Is she playing with your dolly? Huh? Are you playing with your dolly? So the first question was, how did you find out about reborns? Well, how I found out about reborns was I watched a documentary over here in England, and it was very interesting regarding a lady who took her reborns out. She didn't want any children, and she collected a kind of few, and it was I think it was about 2007 when I actually saw that documentary, and just got really intrigued about sort of these lifelike dolls. And as you know, I've only got one child, and I always would love to have had more. So when I saw this, I just thought it just really sort of hit home to us. So my first reborn was actually in 2007 when I got Madison, but I never knew it was like such a took off hobby, like when I watch now sort of on YouTube. So anyway, that's how I found out about reborns. And do you prefer open or closed eye reborn? Well, I have little Lily May here, and she's open eyed, and I think they look cute because they do sort of have those lovely cute eyes, and the same as with Misha. But I do like the closed eye babies also, because they look real. So I cannot really say if I prefer the open or closed eye, because I think I like them both as equal. They both sort of have the what can I say? They all have like the different like perks of either being open or actually closed. What do you use to condition their hair? I usually actually use no tangles to keep the hair from sort of getting tatty. I don't wash my reborn hairs much. If I do use it, I usually use Johnson's Baby sort of shampoo, because I think that's a bit like sort of, if you can use it for babies, you can definitely use it for doll's hairs. So the fourth one, do you like to collect bottles or pacifiers, or both? I'm not really, I would say, a collector. I have a few bottles and a few pacifiers. I know I watch some of you ladies and see you've got stacks of bottles and you've got stacks of pacifiers, but I don't have that many, because I'm not good at actually making dummies with magnets. They all seem to fall off. And bottles, I just have a few which I use for my reborns. Do you prefer boy or girl reborns? I do prefer like little girls, because as I said, I would love to have had a little girl. So I do love little girls, because I find that you can dress little girls in lovely clothes. But I do also like the boys. But I would say I do prefer the little girl reborns. What are you doing, missus? Are you saying yes as well? Next question. Do you like monster, goth, vampire, except Riggins? No, I don't. I do not like the vampire. I mean, it's anybody's sort of preference, but I definitely do not like the goth, and I don't like the vampire reborns. I think they look horrible, and really, would you really want sort of a baby to look at that? I know the dolls, but in a way, I just like mine looking like cute babies. So no, I don't like them. Do you have a favourite reborn item? I would say my reborn item is I like my bouncer, which I actually have Misha in sort of all of the time. It's displayed in my living room. So I do like me bouncer. Do you have a theme for your reborns? No, I don't think I have a theme in general. I just sort of tend to just sort of dress them in like what I want. I don't know whether that's the question. I don't understand that. A theme, because the theme to me is sort of like Disney, the way that like some people actually do like the theme, want like sort of days like Disney and that. So I don't really have a theme for my reborns. They're quite hard these actually. I'm struggling a little bit, but they are good type questions. What is your favourite type of video to make with your reborn? I would like to say that I like to do the interaction ones, the bathing, the outings, ones where you can sort of feed, you know, like a proper role play ones. Them are the ones I like to do, which I'm trying to do better. If I can start and use my video camcorder to be able to edit and download, so I'm hoping to do that in the future. But yeah, I definitely do like the interaction ones. What is your favourite part of being a part of the reborn community? I would say is, since I've actually uploaded my channel on YouTube and sort of finding friends, especially overseas, I have a lot of subscribers, and I find, you know, you do become friends. Commenting is nice to do because it shows that you're actually taking an interest in the person's sort of channel of who you subscribe to. And it's nice to be able to interact, especially by leaving comments, because I think then you're sort of chatting with each other, even though not in person, but you're doing it on a basis of where you can sort of express your thoughts. And I think that's a nice thing about the reborn community, which I like, because, as I said, over here in the UK, there's not a lot of people who actually do this compared to you in the United States. So hopefully there might be a few more out there who sort of may get to know, which would be nice. Because I see you ladies doing like swaps and, you know, sending packages, and I would love to do that with sort of people in the UK. So I think that's nice about the reborn community. How has your life changed since getting a reborn? I would say for the good for me, because I enjoy the hobby and I enjoy having these little dear ones, because they are like my little babies. But I do sort of get a lot of what can I say, you not know the term over in the US, but people in England do, when they say you get a lot of stick of people who don't share this, and sometimes I think that you're a little bit cuckoo. But it doesn't bother me, and I find that I've just got to sort of put up with it, because I like doing it and I enjoy it. So I would say that my life's changed, that people look at us, I think, a little bit different because I collect dolls. When you look at your reborns, what is the first thing that comes to mind? When I look at my little girls, I always think, especially Misha, who's got blonde hair and big blue eyes, that she probably would have been the little girl probably where I would have had. That's what she probably would have looked at like, because me and my husband's blonde and he's got blue eyes, I've got brown, but, you know, either way, I always look and think that's what she would have looked like. And then when I look at Oliver, he always reminds me of my son, because my son was a little cheeky chappy. And Oliver's a little cheeky chappy, and that's why he's close to my heart, because I look at him of the way that I would think of him acting is the way that my son used to act when he was a little one. He was like a little mini Dennis the Menace. So that's how I feel when what sort of comes to my mind with both Misha and Oliver. Do you have a favourite reborn artist? Well, I would love to afford Ronnie Stridom's Silicone Babies. Now that's my favourite artist. Her reborn silicones are beautiful, but well out of my price range. And my husband would never let me spend that much. So I would say she's probably one of them. Other artists I don't really sort of know much of. But I would say yes, her. And also I would say one what's coming on the scene is Baby Clone. I've seen a lot with their sort of silicones, and I wouldn't mind in the near future being able to own one of them. So hopefully I might sort of get to own one of I think it's a Baby Clone or something like that, the wet and drink system. I would like to own one of them. And what is your dream baby? Yes, Ronnie Stridham, as I said. I would love to own one of her silicone babies. That would be my dream baby. If you could give one piece of advice to a new reborn parent, what would it be? Is enjoy the hobby and don't let other people put you off. I would say sort of don't start with an expensive reborn. Try out first to see, you know, if you're going to really like it, because in this sort of community you do interact, and sort of people all collect reborns, but to me, you know, we do have these so that we can actually interact with them like real babies. So, you know, you need to be able to be passionate about the hobby so that you can really sort of indulge in it. And also watch other people's channels to see regarding of how sort of they go on to. What is the best way to handle people that don't get your hobby? To me is everybody to their own. Everybody has a different hobby. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to mask over it, because then it makes you look sort of that, you know, it's something that you're embarrassed about. So just say, yes, I collect reborns. Yes, I interact. Many people sort of know that I take them on holiday, and I think they just get used to the idea. So, you know, just don't hide it and just be yourself. And at the end of the day, I think people just come to terms with it and they get used to it. So that's sort of the best way to handle people who don't get it. But don't also push it in their faces neither. So that was the 10 tags. That was 16 questions, which does take a long time. So I hope that, you know, I've answered the questions to the best of my ability, and little Lily May is going to say bye-bye. And everybody who subscribed to my channel, you know, it'd be nice for you to do the tag. I know I always pass on to Leanne, who, you know, anybody could subscribe to her channel. She lives not far from me. In fact, she's the nearest reborn mummy to me. She only lives about 6 miles from me. So I always tag Leanne, so hopefully she will do this tag. And anybody else who's interested, it's a good way to get to know people. So I'm just going to sign off now, and Lily May is going to say bye-bye, because Lily May now is going to get ready to go to bed. So say bye-bye, ladies, and thank you for listening to all of them questions. See you later. Love to all of you now. Good night.